welcome again to What's Cooking with Belkis. I am so happy that you all are here with me today. I have an amazing show again. I have Rickey Lee Sims. He's a trainer, fitness trainer from Planet Fitness, and he's going to be talking to us about, what are the things that we need to do and prepare ourselves when we are starting a fitness plan. So that's going to be amazing. But before I bring him in to the show, I have an important information for you to learn. Today, I prepare some healthy recipes, snacks. So I have few snacks for you to learn, how you can just provide, healthy snacks to your family and to yourselves. So often people confuse, a regular meal with snacks. Snacks are small meals that we need every 3 hours. So we have our 3 main meals. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So in between, we always need to have snacks. So, I prepare 3 snacks. I prepare morning snacks ideas. I prepare afternoon snacks ideas. And I also prepare before and after gym snacks. Isn't that amazing? All from my plate, all healthy snacks, because a lot of people sometimes they get confused. They find a lot of pre-packaged snacks in the supermarket, and guess what? They either have too much salt, too much sugar, too many preservatives. So we don't want that. We want to eat healthy. So I know that lately we all have to face to be home all the time, and many of you have your kids at home and they start, wanted to eat many times, and it is, very common for the kids to be hungry all the time, but we wanted to make sure that you give the right snacks, okay? So I'm not promoting any company, but I have a lot of things to show you here. So I'm gonna start with the morning snacks, okay? So morning snacks, usually we have fruits. I prepare this, simple snacks. This is just like blueberries with piece of cheese and crackers. So this is like a very nice healthy snack for the kids and also for ourselves, because you have a little bit of, the carbohydrates, and then you have your fruits. And remember, blueberries are brain food. This is good for our brain, for our skin. They also have vitamin C. This is like a very super fruit, very important for us to eat it all the time. And the crackers, let me just tell you real quick, I choose these wheat things, and the reason is not because I prefer them, it's just because I actually went quick and I wanted to find something that is whole grain. So these crackers are whole grains. How do I know? Well, it's very easy to find if the product is actually whole grains, because you have to always check the ingredients. So when you go to the ingredients section, the main ingredient has to say whole grain. So this is like a whole grain cracker. So that's the reason I choose this. Has more fiber, more nutrients, less, processed, stuff, and less, additives. So please make sure that when you choose grains for your snacks, they have to be whole grains, multigrain, and complete. Another healthy snack that I prepare, this is like cantaloupes. They're very rich in vitamin C, and also these are mixed nuts. So mixed nuts are very good. These are very high in protein. I choose the mixed nuts that doesn't have any sodium, any salt, so they're very natural. So better for us, the adults, and also the kids. Another healthy snack for the kids, cucumbers, and I had shredded carrots with a little bit of raisins. And the reason is because it's good to combine the fruits, because sometimes, you give a little bit of sweet to the carrots, and I know carrots are sweet, but you always wanted to create, curiosity to the kids. Maybe they, say, okay, let me just try it like that, and they get a little bit sweeter. So that's a way of creating like colors as well, and attract the eyes of the kids, because we want them to eat more fruits and vegetables, and for us too. All right, so those are morning snacks. And one of my favorite is hummus. I make this hummus, and you can eat hummus with red peppers, and I add some carrots. So this is a good way of having your vegetables with hummus. And as you know, hummus is very high in protein. And let me tell you something, when I eat hummus, I get full, I don't overeat, and I wait into my next meal. So hummus is one of those snacks that when you eat hummus, I'm telling you, you would not be hungry again into your next meal. So that's why I love it. So now, there's more. I have here dates and also dry apricots. So these are also very good for snacks. And when you choose your dry fruits, make sure they don't have extra sugar in it. So make sure they're just like natural or organic if it's possible, because if they have added sugar, you know, that's a problem for the kids. You know, if they have the extra sugar, that can, you know, cause cavities, and you know, for us that can cause us problems too. So we wanted to stay away from anything that is processed and processed sugar, white sugar, corn fructose syrup. Stay away from that. Everything has to be natural. Natural, fresh, better. All right, so grapes and strawberries, that's another way of having your fruit intake for the day. That's a good snack. Oranges, you can snack on oranges. Now, I'm gonna show you a few afternoon snacks, okay? So remember, we need only 3 snacks. I'm showing you a lot, but these are different varieties. So you can always, you know, choose different things, but you only need 3. 1 morning snack, an afternoon snack, and for those that work out, yes, you need a little bit more, so because you're working hard, and we're gonna learn that in a few minutes. Yes, you can have extra, but I will show you, but at least you have to, you know, make sure that you don't go overboard, okay, with your servings, okay? So now, these are more samples of snack. This is afternoon snack. This is very simple trail mix. You can add anything you want. I use like Cheerios. Cheerios are made out of whole grains, and that's the reason I choose this Cheerios. And the other reason is because they don't add any sugar. So you have to be careful with the Cheerios that you choose, because some of them, they have extra sugar, and you don't want that. Remember, we're just trying just to eat as healthy as possible. So you can also add peanuts, and I add some peanuts, and when I choose peanuts as well, I make sure they don't have any salt in it. It's up to you. So if you know, love salt, that's fine, but I choose mine no salt. Another healthy snack, this is just the VA. I love to have VA. This is like loaded with vegetables. So this is another snack that you can have in the afternoon. I also choose the VA that is low in sodium. I'm very, you know, careful with the sodium. You can have cantaloupes by itself. This is another afternoon snack, and this is very high in vitamin A. Oh, this is one of my favorite. It's like a mini salad. And this one you can cut, and I actually posted on my page. You can cut cucumbers, red onions. You can have like cherry tomatoes. I have the cherry tomatoes with olive and feta cheese. This is also another great afternoon snack. And if you notice, this is only like a half a cup. Okay, it's not that you know, a big salad or anything that will fool you. This is just only to keep you satisfied into your next meal, okay? Something else that, you know, I love, this is also something that we do sometimes in the schools. These are mini pizza bites, and this, I made it with English muffins. So I choose the ones that are whole grain. It's only 100 calories per English muffin. So what I did, I used low-fat mozzarella cheese, and I add some pizza sauce, and I just put it in the microwave. That's it. This is another great snack for the kids or even for yourself. Very nice, very low in calories, but it's also whole grain. So that's the good thing about the whole grain. So something else that I have here, I have also diced peaches. I use this a lot, and I know that you see it in most of my meals when I post it on Facebook and Instagram. This is very good too. It's easy to grab on, healthy snack, but make sure, I use this pre-packaged. Make sure that it says 100%. I hope you can see it there, 100%. And the reason is because many of these, juices and fruits that are already like mixed, sometimes they are in heavy syrup. And when it says heavy syrup, that means processed sugar, too much sugar that you don't need, that can cause cavities and that can cause other issues, especially for people that have diabetes. Yes, we need the fruits, but we wanted to make sure that it's natural, not added, no sugar added or anything processed. So this is better because it has 100%. Same with the juices, and I think I mentioned that before. All right, so I have this multigrain here bread because I didn't have the time just to make a slice of bread. You can have a slice of bread for the afternoon with peanut butter and add some pieces of banana. That's another great snack for the afternoon. And sometimes even for breakfast, I use one slice of this multigrain bread and I put avocado and I put a little pieces of cheese if I want, or any other peanut butter if you want to, okay? So I'm gonna move now from the before and after gym snacks, okay? So before you go to the gym, it's very important for you to have something, especially with protein, because you're gonna burn calories, you wanna lift weight, so you want it to build muscle, you don't want it to burn muscle. So a lot of people, when they go to the gym and they work hard and they don't eat well, that's what they do. They tend to work so hard that they burn burn that muscle, and you don't want to do that. So you want it to create muscle, and that's the reason you need to eat, just to have that fuel and burn that carbohydrate and build that muscle with protein. So this is rice cake. I love rice cake. A lot of people actually eat those rice cake with peanut butter. Use the natural peanut butter. They are more natural, less processed, and the rice cakes are made out of rice, so this is very cheap. It's only like, I think it costs like $2. I always buy the plain, and it only has like 35 calories, no fat, and barely have like 15 grams of sodium. So this is one of the best snacks ever. So very simple to make before you go to the gym. And after the gym too, you can have this, I don't know if you can see it, these are celery sticks with peanut butter and raisins. So if you don't want the raisins, you can have it without the raisins, or if you don't want peanut butter or you are allergic to peanut butter, you can have cream cheese on it. It works both ways. It's amazing. I love this snack. Very nice and healthy. Sometimes you don't have time to prepare anything, we know that, so I use some of the bars. This is a NutraValley bars, and I got the protein one, so this one doesn't have that much sugar in it. So it's very important for you to always check the ingredients and how much fat they have and etc. But they're pretty good, so you can have like a protein bar. And for the night, I usually like to have a yogurt, and I know that I promote this a lot because this one is zero. This one doesn't have like only 90 calories, doesn't have fat, and it doesn't really, I only have 5 grams of sugar. So this one is one of the best. And what I do is like I add a little bit of crunch granola. So I have a little bit of granola. Let me see if you can see it. So in that way you can have a little bit of serving of dairy, and then you have your grains, and this is very high in fiber. And I put a little bit of chia on top. So this is another great snack for the night. And if you notice, this is only like a quarter of a cup. So you don't have to have like a whole cup. So if you wanted to have, yogurt in the morning and then at night, you need 3 servings of dairy a day. So this is another great idea. Another one of my favorite, kale again. Yes, I'm gonna just show all of this. I took pictures when I was doing all of these snacks, so I can just show it on my page, and then you can just take notes and make the same. You can make it at home. This is kale chips. Yes, you hear that right, kale chips. You can make your own kale chips at home. You put it in a baking sheet, you put a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, just give it like few minutes, like 5 minutes, and that's it. You have kale chips. Amazing. This is a great way of having an afternoon snack. And woof, I have another one that is one of my favorite. You can have this before and after the gym. So I prepared this. This is no bait needed. I put it here, but these are energy balls. How many of you try energy balls? This has oatmeal. It has natural honey. It has chia. It has chocolate chips, and it also has the oatmeal. That's it. It has a little bit of salt, a little bit of sea salt. So that's it. Oh, and peanut butter. Oh my God, I forgot the peanut butter. So I add some natural peanut butter. So you make those little balls, and then you put this in the refrigerator, and you let it sit for a while, so that way it's hard, and you can have those in the morning and after the workout. So these are, a lot of good ideas for you to eat healthy, and you can still have your snacks made from your mom or your friends. You made it yourself. Isn't that amazing when you make your own things and it's healthy? So that's the whole point of me showing this. It's easy to eat healthy. We can all have a wonderful life. So this is very easy to do. That's why I'm doing this show. So thank you very much. And now I'm bringing over Rickey Lee Sims. He's a very good friend of my oldest daughter, and he's a fitness trainer, like I said, and he also do personal clients. So I'm gonna bring him over. He's gonna talk to us about different things about fitness. And of course, I really do fitness, but I'm not an expert on that area. So that's why I'm bringing over someone that will talk to us about that. And again, let's see if I can bring him over. I always have like a little bit of... Okay. Rickey. Oh Lord, Rickey. Let's see if I can see him here. Dios mío. Rickey, where are you? Where are you? Oh no. Rickey, come over. I have the live. Why this always happen to me? Rickey Lee. Now I add him. Hi.
Hola.
Hola. Welcome
Sorry
to
about
What's
that.
Cooking with Belkis.
I'm sorry?
Welcome to What's Cooking with Belkis.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you
I
for
was
having me today.
Huh?
Thank you for having me today.
Oh, thank you for joining us. I'm really
Absolutely.
excited about what you have to tell us about fitness. I was telling the audience that you are a fitness trainer and that you also do one-on-one training. And my first question to you is for those out there that they don't even have a clue, but they wanted to start a routine. So what is it that they need to do? Like, what is it that you tell your clients when they first start working out from scratch? So they don't have any experience or anything.
Okay, so zero experience. If this person isn't active, I would suggest maybe even going to get a physical before you even step foot into the gym. Um, it's very important that you warm your body up and get your blood flowing and get your muscles ready before you just hop right in to training thinking that it's okay to do that. That's never okay for anyone regardless of age and or experience. So it is very important to start off slow. I usually tell my clients that have never stepped foot into the gym to make sure they get a physical. um, I ask them if they have any medical conditions that might get in the way of them performing certain exercises. All these things are very important to know, especially if they're going to be taking my classes. Any broken bones or anything like that that might get into the way. Now, once that part's cleared up, we can move on to the next step, which is, I tell people to start off with cardio.
Cardio.
Yes, cardio. It's very good to warm up your body to get ready. A lot of people will debate whether they should do cardio before they exercise or after they exercise, which cardio is part of exercising. But I mean, as far as lifting free weights go, um, but I always suggest that you start with cardio. You got to get that heart rate going. You got to get your body ready, before you just go out there and start grabbing weights. And again,
Okay.
actually, to touch base on the weights, if you're a beginner, I suggest that you start with your own body weight. So, you
Oh,
know,
very important.
yeah, so 3 weeks into your training, you can move on to the free weights. But to start, you should just start with your own body weight, calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups if you can, if you're able to have that piece of equipment available for you to do pull-ups on, even body weight, just dips, things like such before you go into lifting the free weights.
So what is that? Do you recommend that because it's better for the person to build their own muscle with their own body weight?
Yes, precisely.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
want to shock your muscles. That will actually prevent, growth, and you could actually really harm yourself that way. So
I know because
starting
a
off.
lot of people get desperate. They just get to the gym and they think that it's just like that. I'm gonna start working out, but it's just a process.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a process. And, a lot of people will get halfway through the process of their physical fitness goals and feel like, they're not really seeing or feeling any change or difference. So that can slow you down, your motivation. There's little things and little tips that I give here and there to help people stay, motivated mentally, because that is obviously, a huge challenge for people as well, just to have that motivation to keep going. Like a lot of
Yeah.
things I'll tell people is if you feel like you're getting bored with your routine, you can switch it up, of course, always. But if it's
Uh-huh.
not that, and if you need reason, you can something as little as buying, a new pair of gym shoes will help
Oh,
motivate you,
that's
Yeah,
exciting. Or
yeah.
yeah, any type of special clothes that.
Yeah, well, I mean that it works. It works for a lot of people, things like that. It's always good to go with a friend too. If you have a friend that's willing to do this with you,
Yeah.
I usually tell people, you come to my class, bring a friend with you, so you feel that much more comfortable, because the more comfortable you feel, the more energy you're gonna have, and the more
Exactly.
effort you're gonna put into the exercise.
Uh-huh. So for those people again, what's the difference? If you can tell us a little bit, like cardio versus weight itself.
Okay, so cardio, you're gonna run on a treadmill, jog outside, go for a walk. If you have a bike available, you can bike. Um, that's the process of getting your heart rate up and getting your
Okay.
muscles loosened up and ready to go. And then that's when once you're done with that, don't overexert yourself. 20 minutes, 20 minutes
Okay.
at a normal pace, for a beginner. Nothing too
Okay.
crazy. um, Once you're done with that and your heart rate's up and you're ready to go, take a sip of water, calm down, and then
Yeah.
move on to the floor,
Okay.
which would be the free weights.
Okay. All right. So now that person is prepared. You have them for a few weeks, and now it's ready to like work with their muscle groups. So can you bring us to that? So how people work out? Because I know a lot of people they go to the gym. I mean, even if they do it at home, they start doing certain workouts, but they don't know like where to start or how to work out properly.
So I mean, that's where a workout routine or regimen would come into play. I do design your own programs. Um, that is basically a blueprint for you to follow while you're in the gym. So you won't even have to think about it. You just look at your day. Say it's Monday. Monday is your chest and bicep day. I will write exercises to target both of those muscle groups, isolate those
Uh-huh.
out. Um, and then Tuesday move on to the next. Now, here's the thing: I don't pair major muscle groups with major muscle groups. A lot of people do this, and you're not going to get the best exercise. You won't get the proper benefits from working out two large muscle groups at the same time.
And
That would consist of, like chest and back day on the same day. Never a
okay.
good idea.
Okay.
Um,
So you do the back and chest, separately.
Yeah, so how I would do it is your chest or your pectoral muscles paired with your biceps, your arms,
Okay.
the front of your arms.
Uh-huh.
And then, like on the next day, I would do your delts or your back, and I'd pair that with your triceps, which would be the back of your arms. So
Oh,
the
I see.
larger muscle group being the pectoral muscles, and your delts or your back, those are larger muscle groups. Your leg day, isolate it. Leg days should always be done in isolation. So you don't want to work out no muscle
No
groups
other
on your leg.
groups. And we
Yeah,
already know that because sometimes when you do legs, it's like at the next day,
yeah. The
you're
next
often
four
so
days
much
if
in
you're doing it
pain.
right. Yep. So yep, leg day separate. Again, if you're just starting out at this, I highly suggest that you do speak with your doctor, because I'm a personal trainer. I'm not a doctor. A doctor
Yes.
will be able to assess you, and let you know what you can and can't handle. And of course, that comes along with self knowledge as well.
So, how many days, like, so someone should work out properly, like in a week? So, 7 days, how many days people should work out? Like 3 to 4? That's what you recommend?
Very good question. Yes. No one should be working out more than 5 days out of the week. A
Oh, I see.
beginner, 3 days. Space them out. Make sure you get your rest day in there. It's very important to get rest. Obviously, you have to let your muscles rest in order for them to grow. Um,
Exactly.
no one should ever exceed 5 days per week. I mean, me, myself, personally, I do 4 days per week. Anyone training over that, they are training for a specific event, such as like, a Spartan race or a marathon or something along those lines. Yeah, you're going to be training a little bit more. But as far as just trying to stay healthy or build muscles or maintain, yeah, 3 to 5 days.
3 to 5. And let me ask you this: like, I know that you probably like hear this a lot, but a lot of people they start a routine, and they think that they will see results in 1 month. So, how long is actually, the normal for someone to start seeing results after they're starting a routine? Because that's very important. A lot of people get frustrated because they started to weight themselves and they don't realize that sometimes, muscle weighs more than fat. So how long it takes.
Yes, okay. So with results, I'm not a fan of the scale. I don't I believe that that could definitely have an effect on your motivation, mentally, even
Exactly.
emotionally. You go in there, you're working out, consistently. You've been doing it for a month and a half, and you don't feel like you're seeing results. You step on the scale says that you still weigh the same. Well, yeah, okay, you're converting fat into muscle.
Hmm.
So the scale is not going to be accurate. You're not going to be able to tell the difference between what muscle mass you gained and what fat you've lost by stepping on the scale. That's why I tell people, rely on your mirror. Take before and after pics. Before and after pics are definitely important. Progress pictures, even if you just keep them to yourself, you don't have to show everybody on social media. Just keep it
You're
to
right.
yourself. You know, that helps a lot because you might not see it yourself. You're looking at yourself every day. But if you take that picture and, you know, in a month and a half, you go back into your phone and you
It's
look, you're
true.
going to go, oh, wow, okay, well, yep, I'm definitely doing something right.
Yeah, you're
Um,
right.
yeah, so I mean, basically, it's definitely exercising is just as much of a mental um, exercise as well, challenge as well. You have to mentally be there in order to see your results. Don't be discouraged if you don't feel the results after 2 months. Stay consistent. You know, you will. Me personally, I'll give you my personal experience. I am 36 years old. Okay, I started my fitness journey 2 years ago. When I started my fitness journey, I weighed 120 pounds. Okay,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
So you wanted to gain muscle?
I was pretty I was small. Um, but here's the thing. After working out for 2 months, I didn't feel like I was doing anything. You know, I felt better overall, you know, having more energy, but I wasn't seeing the muscle mass. You know, I was getting down on myself. And then I just had to take a step back. You know what I did? I went out and I bought all new gym clothes and I said, I'm gonna keep at this. Now here we are, 2 years later. Um, I'm up to 155 in muscle
Nice.
mass. So,
Wow.
you know, it takes time, but
Amazing.
you will get there, you know? And everybody's
Yeah,
fitness journey is different. You know, there's
it's
if you,
different. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people like don't realize that the struggle is real for people to actually gain as well, to gain muscle mass. That could
Yes,
be tough for a lot of people, but that's where nutrition comes into play, as you were saying,
you're right.
before the gym, after the gym snacks. Wonderful.
Yes,
I love
yes.
them all. Great ideas.
Oh, the energy balls. I love them. Those are amazing.
Yes, and
Because
the
listen, now that you said that, I have people that sometimes they said that, oh, I wanted to gain weight. I wanted to start eating fat just to gain weight. And I said, no, wait a minute.
no, 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 no,
If you
no.
wanted to gain weight, you need to gain weight the right way. It's not
Yes.
that you're gonna load your body with fat, but you're gonna eat the proper fat, you're gonna eat the right amount of meals, and you're gonna exercise, you're gonna start lifting weights so you want it to gain muscle, not fat. So a lot of
Yes.
people sometimes they're very skinny and they think that they wanted to just gain fat, and that's not the way it works.
That is never a good thing. You're right, absolutely right. You have to eat the right fats. Stay regardless if you're trying to gain or lose weight, stay away from certain sugars. And in that aspect,
Oh,
that's where, you know, I just want to touch base on one thing you said about proportions in meal prep. You know, if you're trying to gain or lose weight, obviously eat healthy, don't overindulge. 5 small meals per day, and
yes.
you know, just take it from there. It's a matter of, you know, discipline, self-discipline, you know?
Discipline. Yes,
Right.
because everybody needs, the 3 meals, like I was explaining, but the snacks are very important because that's part of like, how you're gonna get your energy through the day. I know that kids sometimes they, eat a little bit extra, but you still have to make sure that they're having just a small amount, because we're teaching them how to eat healthy as well. But for us too, it's very common for people when they feel anxious or they're inside the house, they feel like, okay, I'm going to munch in this and this is not going to have an effect. And in fact, it does have an effect. That's the reason I was just showing everybody this wonderful ideas on how you can snack on, fruits and the vegetables that are going to, keep giving us the nutrients that we need, the vitamins, and it's also good for our body, and we still have the energy, and we get the grains that are complete, they're not processed. So we that's how we start, you know making changes, because I know it's not easy, but it's not impossible. And there's like a lot of information out there, and that's the reason I'm doing this show, just to educate everybody about how easy it is, just to get on the habits of
Right.
eating healthy or exercising.
I mean, it's tough. The meal plan and meal prepping can be tough. I understand that, but like as you said though, there are energy bars, protein bars that you can have. There's healthy options out there. You just have to, you know, have that discipline to make the right choice, you know?
Yeah, even
Um,
even if people choose them, you still have to know and read the labels. That's another thing that I will probably bring up to the show, just to show them, how to definitely identify things that sometimes people don't pay attention to, and it can cause an effect in our diet, or how you're trying just to accomplish a goal, with regards to your weight, or different things that you're trying just to do to change your routine and etc. It's all tied up to two things: nutrition and fitness. They go hand by hand, so
Yes,
we
yes,
work
indeed.
together too.
Absolutely. Your
And that's
core
the
is
reason I
literally where
brought
it's
you
at.
over to the show.
Awesome. Well, I mean, I'm glad I could be here. Hopefully I get another chance to come on again in the future and we can continue to discuss these things and, try to help people out. I'm looking forward
Oh,
to working with you.
I know that you mentioned something before about the mental stage when people, are decided to create like a routine or trying just to, be more active. You said that it's very important to prepare your mental stage when it comes to exercise. And I want you to just tell us a little bit about that before you go.
Okay, no, that's great. So yeah, mentally, your mental state, self-awareness is definitely, super important. We all have our reasons, different reasons for wanting to get fit or get in shape or, maintain health, and it comes from all different angles. So mentally, you have to prepare yourself. You have to let yourself know, like, hey, listen, I'm not just doing this because, I'll give you an example. I had a bad breakup, so that's my motivation to try and go to the gym and get bigger muscles so I can look better. Once you get those bigger muscles and you're out there, you're gonna feel like, I accomplished my goal. What am I gonna keep doing this for? So what I
Yeah,
like to tell people, you want to make this a lifestyle. This is your
I
lifestyle.
lifestyle. I
This
like
is how
that.
you're gonna live for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Not just a hobby. This isn't a video game. This is important. This is your body, your vessel we're talking about. You want to maintain good health for the rest of your life.
Exactly. And that's exactly, my philosophy when it comes to, nutrition and eating healthy. It's not about making, something too complicated that you feel discouraged. No, it's something that you learn and then you fall in love, of
Yes,
knowing about the good things and the benefits that you're going to have when you eat right, and make it just a lifestyle. Same with
right.
the exercise. So I do really believe in, lifestyle. That's the mentality that we all have to have.
Absolutely. This is a
And
journey that you're going to continue to process for the rest of your life.
yes, exactly. So this is for life, not quick fix, not for a couple of months, just for lifetime.
Absolutely.
Especially now that this is so important for us to keep, eating healthy for our immune system, and also, for our own overall health, to stay active. That's what it gives me all the energy just to keep going every single day. So this is very important for all of us. I really appreciate the fact that you just came over to the show to talk to us about, the importance of fitness. And I know that you said that you train people one on one. So if people wanted to reach out, where is it that they can reach you? Do you have any contact or your page that you can share with everybody?
Okay, yeah. So for the physical portion of my social media, I tell people to follow me on Instagram. That's going to be the best way to get in contact with me. Um, my Instagram name, you can search me by Ricky Lee Sims. It will come up.
Uh-huh.
But in the comment section when this is over, I could probably share a link. I could share a link to this, right?
Yes, yes. When I
Oh,
finish the show, you can just share. And if someone actually asks any questions too, I mean, we will answer like after the show, because it's better for us to focus on the information. So, any questions that you have for Ricky, please just write it down in the box, and he will probably answer that to you. So, yeah, thank
it's
you so much, Ricky. I know that I will probably have you again with
awesome.
more details on different types of exercise, because I know that, there's more to learn about fitness. And thank you all for joining me today, this wonderful show about snacks. Next week, I'm going to have my youngest brother, Jose Muniz. He's going to talk to us about essential oils, You
Oh
know that we
man,
can cook with some of the essential oils. Isn't that amazing?
that is
So
awesome.
we're gonna learn about essential oils next week, and I'm gonna probably bring something else for you to learn about nutrition. Okay. So
This
thank you
was
so
great.
much for joining me today. See
All
you
right,
then later next Thursday. What's cooking with Belkis? Bye bye. Thank you, Ricky.
bye, Buckus. Thanks for having me.
Have a good night. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.